Hello, incredible beings. It's Anahata Holly Hollowell. How are you today? Happy Friday. And it is April 12th. Can't believe it already. Time is certainly speeding up, or at least the perception of it. And today I'm here to chat with you about one of the most transformative arts known to humanity, and that is the art of visualization. And in this era of rapid change and increased perception of time passing and all the resources we have available to us, we do have endless possibilities. And the all is mental. Really, everything starts from the mind. And so when you want to expand, you just need to master the art of visualization. And it's not just an option, it's a necessity, because you're going to do so either way. But imagine having the power to really begin to mold your reality, to shape the future you desire, to rewrite the past, all with the power of your mind. And this is not just a fantasy. A lot of people have been talking about it for a very long time, and it's really becoming mainstream. And it's really the essence of what I want to talk about today, but in a different way than you've probably ever heard of. And so right now we are at the waxing crescent phase. This means the little bit of the moon is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And what does that mean? It means whatever we've planted is growing. What is, what will be, what was, it's all about the art of visualization first. Of course, you need to take action, but it begins in the mind. And what if I told you that the beginning is really just the portal? We have a great opportunity to explore together during what I have dubbed a liquid plan. This is a 29.5-day journey. It follows the lunation cycle, the time it takes the moon to go through its phases. It's 8 phases. And it's really for those who want to achieve something special. If you want to dive into your own psyche and challenge your existence and emerge motivated and transformed. So what I'm going to talk about today, the power of visualization, is just brushing the surface. In fact, it's just one topic of 29 that you go through. And so visualization is the cornerstone, and it really can transform your dreams into tangible realities. But you've got to engage all your senses. So start taking notes if you want to, or listen back to this, follow, like, share. And I'm about to give you all the tools you need to succeed in about the next 5 minutes. And it begins with tapping in to the raw power of emotions. Your brain is electric. Your heart, emitting emotions, is magnetic. And that's what makes up your electromagnetic energy signature, which is what you use to pull the people, places, and things to you. Some call this the law of attraction, but it's more than just dreaming. There's 3 phases because we are in a timeline-based reality. Time is illusional, but we do think in the present, think forward, and recall the past. So there are 3 variables we need to consider when mastering our mind. So the first one I want to talk to you about is really making sure that when you're thinking about the future, what you desire, where you want to go, that you're really mastering that through sort of viewing it as like a mental movie. You are the star of the show. And when you begin to align your subconscious with your deepest desires, that's when things manifest. But how do you do that? Well, when you visualize with emotion, that's how you're going to turn your visualization from a mere daydream into a force that really propels you toward your goal. Again, The key lies in your emotion, the joy, the gratitude, the sheer excitement that you have of your visualization. That's going to act as a magnet, attracting the very essence of your desires into your life. But that's not all. The secret technique that I teach you in A Liquid Plan is an ancient wisdom, and it also integrates leading edge strategies to ensure that your visions don't just stay visions, they evolve into your living, breathing reality. And so, again, the secret to all of this is you've got to involve your entire timeline, okay? So, yes, the journey into visualization takes us further into the realms of time itself, but it also necessitates a bold reimagining of the past, okay? So the future isn't just some distant horizon, it's already so. The past, though, right, speaking of your dreams, in the present tense is all well and dandy, but if you're living in the past, and you have these nostalgic visions of the future that you're really sinking into and you can believe and experience as a memory, that's one step. But if it hasn't happened yet, no matter the visualization you've done, it's because most likely you need to weave them back from the fabric of your life that you already believe to be true, right? You can never experiencing anything outside of your identity. So if you want to get here, but you're here, you have to become that. And in order to become that, you have to be okay with where you're at and also address the past. So the first tip is visualize the future as if it is so. I magnetized my dream man 3 years ago. I was seeing us travel around the world by boat. Some of you have heard this story before. I tasted the salt. I felt his embrace. I was looking at a foreign coastline as we blissfully sailed. And fast forward just 24 hours after that movie starring me, I met him. It was so real, it had become a memory, and the universe didn't have a choice but to bring it because it was already so. And I've been traveling around the world with him ever since by water. Equally, as I say, the art of revisiting and revising your past is critical. So that timeline cannot be ignored. You must transform it. So what do I mean? Edit the stories you tell yourself about your past, okay? When you unlock doors to futures, it's because you've reconciled and or used the information from the past to propel yourself forward. But you'll be stuck in the past if you do not address those experiences. And, you know, there's more to it that I teach you inside A Liquid Plan, but you can actually go back in time because all we have is our recollection of the past. You can't go back there, but you can go back there mentally and emotionally, and you can reconcile and resolve, and reunite anything that happened in the past. If you've noticed, we often think of our past either blissfully, and those memories sweeten over time, or certain aspects are traumatic. We forget the rest. It's those two extremes. So the blissful ones become more blissful, and we recall them more and more fondly as time goes on. Likewise, the traumatic ones really do hold their gravity and affect our perception. What if you could go back to those traumas and imbue assisting frequencies to resolve them? And it doesn't erase the past or change it. It simply makes you feel differently about the way you recall it. And when you can do that, you can finally move forward. So that is addressing both the future, where you want to go, and your past. Now, there's clarity in the present moment. That's all we ever have, is the now. So when you can engage in a dialogue with your current self, I have a practice I do that I call things I know, right? where I acknowledge my truths, the what is, both comfortable, harsh, and everywhere in between. And this exercise really is just a free-flowing activity. What I know about whatever topic it is that I'm trying to move the needle on. And it illuminates those beliefs that are really anchoring us to our current state. Not only that, is it reveals the steps necessary to move ahead. So I teach you this also in a liquid plan. And when we consciously explore and edit the entire timeline, past, present, future, we revise the past, we experience the future as a memory, and we are accepting in the now, eager for more. That's when we can really engage in active, conscious crafting of our destiny, rather than simply hoping for it, but having something in the past that's holding us back, or not being able to imagine where you want to go because it hasn't happened yet. So if you're curious and intrigued, I'm glad, because what I've been talking about briefly with you today is just a single droplet in the vast ocean of possibilities that I call a liquid plan. So imagine diving into topics like these that challenge the very fabric of your perception, that arm you with tools for radical growth and transformation, and align you with the universe's endless abundance that is your birthright. And this is literally just one of the 30 topics that I train you on during a liquid plan. I have daily sessions that are 15 to 20 minutes long, and an arsenal, a portfolio, a blooming of resources for every topic that intrigues you, for you to zoom in further on the fractal or zoom out. Some of this you may know and you're not interested in developing. Others is new. Other topics are new and you're like, wow, this is really going to help me a lot. So it's full mastery of the 360 tools. It's not just dreaming, it's planning. It's not just planning, it's doing. It's not just doing, it's prioritizing. It's not just prioritizing, it's breaking through barriers. It's not just breaking through barriers, it's celebrating. It's not just celebrating, it's taking a loving look at the next steps and the next cycle and what can be revised, improved, optimized. And we view failures as successes in that they are just optimization data. You want to get here, you're here. It's not going to be a straight line. It's going to go all sorts of crazy. So you build resilience. You build a different lens from which to work through your life. And I give you so many transformative strategies from end to end, all revealed for those who dare to leverage the moon cycle that's supporting you in doing so. This is really working smarter, not harder. If you've heard of the 80-20 rule, 80% of your results are just from 20% of your actions. That means 80% of our actions aren't doing a dang thing. So we really hone in. And although it's 20 minutes per day of your time, the time you free up as you really become the master of your days and your priorities and what you spend your time doing and what's truly important to you and where you want to go. Finally, actually doing it. And it's more than just a course. It's a real gateway to the future you've always dreamed of and perhaps believed was possible, but just haven't seen it yet. I hear time and time again, people say, oh, I know how to do that. I know how to vision. I know how to do the law of attraction, but it just doesn't work. Okay. That is a belief based on the false perceptions and data that you've had that isn't the 360. You don't have a 360 view if you're not living your best life, because there's some piece of the puzzle that is required in the manifestation process that you just aren't doing, or you just aren't good enough at yet. So if you have a goal, you can't seem to achieve it, or you're just really looking to quantum leap your life, Imagine in just 29.5 days, holding the keys to not just visualizing, but the full spectrum of techniques that promise to elevate your existence to realms beyond your current imagination. And if you are ready to take that leap to explore these uncharted territories of your own potential, then join me and we'll embark on this journey together. We start soon, in just a couple days, a little over a week. Okay, so this is the time to get ready, to commit, to listen to the guided activation and preparation audio that I have for you to really set the space for what will be an epic month coming up. One where every step is an awakening, every lesson is a revelation, and most of all, practicality meets spirituality. You can know all of these things, but how are they actually working in your life? And remember, what I've shared today is just a whisper of the symphony of transformation that awaits in a liquid plan. One topic out of 30. And for that full melody, for the full strategies that are going to elevate your life, I hope you do join me and we can turn the pages together. We can step into the story of transformation that will write together day by day into a vibrant life where you are masterful, where you can alchemize, where you get it, where you have the tools, techniques, tactics, strategy, and you're simultaneously inspired to take action because you've uncovered what is really meaningful in your life and where you want to go. If you haven't already realized, time is ticking. It's going by fast. It's really time to take the reins of your future into your own hand and take the first step towards a future where not only is anything possible, you get to pluck it off of the cosmic shelf into your physical reality, collapsing that infinite timeline based on your precise match to the vision of yourself in the now, totally content with what is, excited for what will be, and okay, not only okay, grateful of the whole path that is, that has been, and that will be. And so that's waiting for you inside a liquid plan. If you'd like to join me, good, just simply go to aliquidplan.com. And if not, replay this video. I want you to start dreaming vividly, feel deeply, envision boldly, reconcile the past, massage the way you think about past things, really become agile. This is why it's called a liquid plan. You know, it's a liquid lunar surfer, liquid lunar lifestyle, if you will. Okay, when you start ebbing in the flow and you have all of these techniques mastered, you become a surfer of your life, but you're on the edge. You're not in the undertow and you're not spinning out because you are perfectly poised and everything begins to flow and make sense. And as I said, the next journey begins soon. So find out more or enroll at aliquidplan.com. And I hope you will check it out. It is an amazing experience and the testimonials speak for themselves. Speak for themselves. I don't know which one's right. Hey, there you go. All right, guys, much love to you and yours. I'll chat with y'all soon. Bye for now.